We're going to start off with something called collecting like terms. What that means is that we're just going to basically be collecting things that are alike. It's a pretty easy lesson, however, there is some vocabulary that you have to know. So let's do the vocabulary first. All right, here we go. First of all, we're going to be collecting like terms with something called a mathematical expression. So what's a mathematical expression? It's a math problem that doesn't have an equals sign. Okay, you'll see what that means in just a moment. What is a term? Since we're collecting like terms, what's a term? Well, terms are things that are added together. Numbers, variables, or a product of those two put together are all called terms. So anything that's added together. Conversely, factors are things that are multiplied together. A constant. A constant is a term with no variable. Basically, it's a number. All right, so we have a coefficient. A coefficient is a number that comes before the variable in a term. And what are like terms? Like terms are terms that have the exact same variables. Let me show you. So in this situation, I have 4 terms. Notice, 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms, 4 terms. Why are they terms? They're all added together. Right here, number 9 is a constant because this is a term that has no variable. The like terms are 4r and -5r. Why are they like terms? Because they have the same variable. What is the coefficient of the first term? The coefficient of the first term is the 7 because that's the number that comes before the variable. So when we think about the vocabulary, it means pretty simple stuff. You just have to know what the words are. Feel free to go back and look at this and be able to remember, or if that'll help you remember what the vocabulary words are. Okay, so today this lesson is combining like terms. Let's see what that means. All right, so here I am. I have this equation. 4x plus -6 plus 3x. It's easier to show you what this is if I actually show you a picture. So, for the sake of this lesson, 1 is going to be a black square, -1 is going to be a red square, and if I have a variable, I'm going to make it a rectangle. So, 4 x's means 4 rectangles. -6 is 6 red squares. And 3 x's is 3 rectangles. Do you notice anything that looks alike? You got it. Those variables. So if I have 4 x's and 3 x's, do you notice if I put them together? That ends up giving me 7 x's total. And I've just simplified this expression because I have taken it from 3 terms down to 2 terms. I have made it simpler to write. Let's take a look at another one. Here we go. We have 4 terms. Let's see what it looks like. 4 f's means 4 rectangles. For h's, I just made them a different color. More f's, so they're blue, and more h's, so they're orange. Notice anything that's exactly alike? You got it. Put the blues together and put the oranges together. How many do I have total? 7 f's and 6 h's. Once again, I've just simplified this because I have taken 4 terms and made it into 2 terms. Basically, I just put them together. And yes, this is all we're doing here. Let's take a look at this without the picture. How would I be able to add these together? Well, first of all, I need to notice what is the same. Notice I have 8b and 5b. If you can imagine that in the picture, that would be 8 rectangles and 5 rectangles. When I add them together, well, duh, I'm going to have 13 rectangles and 7 red squares. I have simplified it down from 3 terms to 2, therefore I have succeeded. Here we go. Do you notice what's the same? Yeah, my y's are the same and my x's are the same. And now I just have to count them up. Last one. 5 terms. Uh-oh. Do you notice what are things that are alike? Yeah, notice I have x's and I have constants. So when I add them together, I end up with 24 x's and 10 1's. And that's our lesson. That's all you have to do in the first part of this chapter. Tomorrow, next section, I'm going to be dealing with parentheses, so feel free to tune in for that. Everyone, thank you very much, and I'll talk to you soon.